Actually, we are talking about the concept of globalization, what is the meaning of globalization, how globalization can be defined, what are the rules, and how variety of activities which are going on in terms of globalization can be explained. Whenever we try to understand the concept of globalization, the basic meaning, the basic definition, the most important thing is related to the linkage. Link or linkages. Actually, link mean how different kind of systems are going to expand in terms of their scope. Just like local activities are going to expand in terms of the national level activities, and national level activities are going to become the regional level activities. The scope of regional activities are going to extend up to the international activities, and then the whole international activities are going to be converged in terms of global activities. So that kind of linkages is going to expand through the process of globalization. Secondly, convergence is going on, and that convergence means basically economics in terms of trade started this process of globalization. So primarily economic integration, which leads towards social integration, and then it leads towards cultural integration. But we can say that overall, as a whole, society has a huge scope. Therefore, social integration is going to happen, and then economic integration is going to happen, and then cultural integration is going to happen. So they are going to converge across the countries, across the world. Societies are becoming same or similar. Economies are going to integrate, so they are going to play with each other just like a single economy. Or culture of the society or the countries are going to converge in terms of people are having a same kind of lifestyle. Networking is actually showing the third important aspect related to the globalization. Networking means the people are going to connect with each other, the countries are going to connect with each other, economies are going to connect with each other. So all these things are going to be interacting with each other. So that whole kind of networking is going to grow. Whenever we try to understand the definition of globalization, there are four important components which must be included according to a study conducted by HELD, that these are the important components which need to be incorporated when we try to define the globalization. First one is extension, which shows the scope of the globalization. Second is the intensity, how much depth is there in terms of different kind of activities which are going to take place under the context of globalization. Celerity, what is the speed or quickness of placing orders and the products are going to be delivered, so that kind of process. And the impact mean outcomes and their repercussions, how they are going to affect the economies. If you observe this diagram, this shows the airplane type of situation. Airplane, the front of the airplane shows that globalization process setting. So it's moving forward. If you observe from 1930, the basic concept was given in terms of towards new education. So new education is showing that this term was first time introduced by Charles Russell, 1897, and continued to use up to 1930. Later, joint corporation word has been coined, and usually it will be observed or it was observed in the literature. So till 1980s, occasionally this term was used, and later the globalization word replaces these giant corporations. In terms of raw definition of globalization, emerging of an international network means new kind of international connectedness is going to grow, and that is related to the society and the economy. The whole social systems, the economic system, they are going to be integrated, they are going to be connected with each other, and so the economies are becoming interdependent on each other. Mean to say, one economy, the rich economy, is going to get the resources from the poor economy, the raw materials, and going to manufacture commodities, and they are going to sell these commodities to these same kind of poor economy. So interdependence in terms of resources and interdependence in terms of final products and markets. Information dimension is going to change as well, because the new information and the new way to generate the information has been evolved over the time. So this shows the initial raw definition of the globalization. Then it is properly defined by Ronald Robertson. The understanding of the word and the increased perception of the word as a whole. Mean people believe that the overall word is a single unit. So their perception is changed about the word. And secondly, this Martin and Elizabeth, they are the sociologists. They explain this. All those processes by which the people of the world are incorporated into a single world society. So people are actually considering themselves, they are living in a single world and they are living in just like a single village. They know each other, they are interacting with each other, therefore they are knowing each other and they are going to communicate and interact in terms of trade, in terms of businesses, in terms of doing different kind of social phenomena. So in all these contexts. Anthony Giddens actually later explain it, give the definition in detail in this way: the intensification of social relations throughout the world. So social relationship has been intensified, becoming more stronger across the world, linking distant localities in such a way that the local happenings are formed as a result of events that occurred many miles away and vice versa. Many things are going to happen in one place of the globe or the world, and its impact is going to appear in terms of outcomes or repercussions in some other part of the world. So the things are going to happen in one corner of the world and the outcomes you can observe in other parts of the world. Therefore, this kind of connectivity or this kind of reduced distance actually shows the globalization phenomena. IMF also tried to explain globalization. Since IMF has been established after 1970, so that was the time period when the contemporary phase of the globalization is going on. So their major focus is with reference to the economic integration type of situation or economic perspective of the globalization. Number one is the trade and transaction. They focused on this, that actually trade and transactions are referring the globalization. Capital movement and investment, they are referring the globalization. Migration and movement of people, which is actually generating the factor of production for those economies which can produce goods and services by using these sources. Otherwise, these sources are idle in their own country or they are underutilized. Spread of knowledge, and this is the most or major component which is going to happen due to the globalization or which is going to increase the scope of globalization as well. If we try to understand through the Swedish journalist Thomas Larsson's point of view, the process of shrinking of the world is going to be coming close to each other, shortening of distance. Distance are not that kind of distance which were previously considered that geographical distances, they are not going to matter. And the closeness of things happening, events, phenomena, people becoming closer to each other. It allows the increased interaction of any person on one part of the world to someone found on the other side of the world in order to benefit. So anyone who want to get some benefit, just like doing trade, doing business, he can connect with some other person who is living quite away in terms of geographical position, but the person can be connected easily, quickly through the globalization process, and that globalization process actually happens or evolved through the communication technologies. So that is possible due to that. So all these are the definitions we try to understand the globalization.